Children, it is a continuation of the mathematics bridge course for 9th standard. Children, you know the square numbers. So now you take some example. 1 is a square number. 4 is a square number. Then 9 is a square number. 16 is a square number. 25 is a square number. 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, then 144, 169, 196, 225, 256, 256, 289, 324, 361, 400, 441, 484, 529, 576, 625, 900, 1225, 1600, 2025, 2500, so on. How many square numbers are there? Infinite numbers of square numbers. You can find infinite numbers of square number. Then what is square number? What is the speciality here? You can observe that 1 is a square number. It is a product of 1 and 1. 4 is a square number. It is a product of 2 and 2. 9 is a square number. It is a product of 3 and 3. Similarly, 16 is a square number. It is a product of 4 and 4. 25 is a product of 5 and 5. 36 is a product of 6 and 6. 49 is a product of 7 and 7. 64 is a product of 8 and 8. So, you can define that number which can be expressed as the product of the number with itself. Here, 1 is multiplied with 1. So, you get the number 1. So, 1 is a square number. 2 is multiplied with itself. So, the number obtained is 4. That is a square number. So, the number which can be expressed as the product of the number with itself. This number 4 can be expressed as a product of 2 with 2. 9 can be expressed as a product of 3 with 3. Similarly, 4 can be expressed as a product of 4 with 4. 25 can be expressed as a product of 5 and 5. So, how you can define the square number? Number which can be expressed as the product of the number with itself. And you can express the square number in the form of n square. Here you can say that 1 is 1 square. 4 is 2 square because it is a product of 2 and 2. And also 9 is 3 square. Similarly, you can express 16 as 4 square. If m is a square number, you can express it as n square, where m is a product of n with n. Product of n with n. So here, natural number, here m is a natural number. Natural number m can be expressed as n square, where n is also a natural number. Then m is square number. Then m is a square number. Here all these numbers can be expressed in the form of n square. Here 1 is 1 square, 4 is 2 square, 9 is 3 square, 16 is 4 square, 25 is 5 square, 36 is 6 square. Like this way, here you take, if you take 144 is 12 square, and 289 is 17 square, 361 is 19 square, 441 is 21 square. Similarly, here you take this to 529. And here 529 is 23 square, 576 is 24 square, and here 2500. 2500 is 50 square. In this way, here you can express all these square numbers in the form of n square. Then you write that what is square number? Number which can be expressed as the product of the number with itself. Here you can give the examples. All these are the examples of the square numbers. So here, what are square number? It is a chapter squares and square roots. So you take what is square number. And also the square number is also called perfect square number. Then you can write what is perfect square number. Numbers which can be expressed as the product of the number with itself is called square number. So here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, so on to. Here you can write any number of square numbers. Here we have written up to 25,000. 25,000 is a square of 50. Here you know that 900 is a square of 30. And again here you can take that this 2500 is a square of 50. And this is a square of 2025 is a square of 45 square. And 1600 is a square of 40, that is 40 square. And 1225 is a square of 35, that is 35 square. So you can write any number of square numbers. Infinite numbers of square numbers are there. And all these numbers can be expressed as a product of a number with itself. Now you observe the unit digits in the square number. Unit digits in the square number. Here you observe, you may have 1 in the unit digit of the square number. And also 4. Here you observe, the square number is having 4 in the unit place. And also square number is having 9. The unit place, the square number is having 9 also. And also square number may have 6 in the unit place. Here you observe 6 in the unit place. And the square number may also have 5 in the unit place. And the square number may also have 0 in the unit place. But here the numbers which are not there in the unit place are, here you can conclude what is not there. 2 is not there, 3 is not there, 7 is not there, 8 is not there. And the remaining 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, and also you take 0. 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 occurs in the unit digit, but which numbers does not occur in the unit digit of the unit place of the square number are 2, 3, 7, 8. So you note that unit digits may be in the square numbers are 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. And 2, 3, 7, 8 does not occur in the unit place of square number. It is important thing you must note down. Here you can have the unit digit 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Any one of these 6 digits in the unit place. But you can't have these 2, 3, 7, 8 in the unit place of the square number. So if the unit digits are 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9, then you can verify whether it is a square number or not. But this 2 is there means exactly it is not a square number. 3 is there in the unit place means exactly it is not a square number. 7 is there means then also it is exactly not a square number. 8 is there means then also it is exactly not a square number. So if 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 are there means then you can verify it may be square number, may not be square number. But In perfect square number, your unit digits are always any one of these digits. Now let us discuss about square roots. You know that 1 square is 1. Similarly, 2 square is 4. Then square root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1. As 1 square is 1, square root of 1 is 1. Similarly, what is the square root of 4? Square root of 4 is 2, because 4 is a square of 2, then square of 4 is 2. Similarly, what is the square root of 9? Square root of 9 is 3. Then square root of 16, 4. Similarly, you can have square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36 is 6. Here, area of a square is 100 cm square. Consider it is a square. Area of the square is 100 cm square. Then what could be the side of the square? What could be the side of the square? To get the side of the square, you must find the square root of 100. You know that area of square equals side square. If A is the side, then area of the square is equals to what? A square. Then A is equals to what? Square root of K. So then it becomes square root of 100. Then what is the square root of 100? That is 10 cm. Here square root of cm square. Square root of 100 is 10. Square root of cm square is cm. Here the square root is the reverse of the square. Children, you must know at least the squares of the numbers from 1 to 25. It helps to calculate many problems in the mathematics easily. So it is better to learn the squares from the 1 to 25, that is from 1 square to 25 square. So what is 1 square here? 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100, 11 square is 121, 12 square is 144, 13 square is 169, 14 square is 196, 15 square is 225, 16 square is 256, 17 square is 289, 18 square is 324, 19 square is 361, 20 square is 400, 21 square is 441, 22 square is 484, 23 square is 529, 24 square is 576, 25 square is 625. And in the reverse manner, also you can write square root of 1. Here square root of 1 means here you must remove the square. Then it becomes square root of 1 equals 1. Square root of 4 equals 2. Square root of 9 equals 3. Square root of 16 equals 4. Square root of 25 equals 5. Here 1 square is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. 2 square is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. And next you can take square root of 36 equals 6. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 64 is 8. Square root of 81 is 9. Square root of 100 is 10. Then square root of 121 is 11. Square root of 144 is 12. Square root of 169 is 13. Square root of 196 is 14. Square root of 225 is 15. Then square root of 256 is 16. Square root of 289 is 17. Square root of 324 is 18. Square root of 361 is 19. Square root of 400 is 20. Then square root of 441 is 21. Square root of 484 is 22. Square root of 529 is 23. Square root of 576 is 24. Then square root of 625. Square root of 625 is 25. Here now you take one example here. You know that 4 square equals 16. Then what is the square root of 4? Here you can say that square root of 16 is 4. Then what is the square root of 4? Here 4 square is 16. Square root of 4 is 2. Because you know that 2 square equals 4. Here see the difference. 4 square is 16. Square root of 4 is 2. Similarly you can take 25. Square root of 25 is 5. And what is 25 square? 25 square is, here you know, that is 625. See the difference between the squares and square roots. Here square root of 25 is 5 because 5 square is 25. So 25 square is 625. Then what is the square root of 625? Square root of 625 is 25. Similarly here you can take many examples. Consider an example, square of 1000. Square of 1000. If you know the square of 1, square of 1 is 1. Here how many zeros are there? 3 zeros. In the square of 1000, you will get 6 zeros. This is the square of 1000. Here 6 zeros are there, that is 10 lakh you will get. This way, by memorizing the square of these numbers from 1 to 25, you will get the help of that memorization in finding the squares of the bigger numbers. For example, if you take square of 2500, if you know the square of 25, square of 25 is 625. Here 2 zeros are there. In its square, you take 4 zeros. So directly you can write the square of 2500 if you know the square of 25. Similarly, while finding the square root also, if you take square root of, you take any one example, this one, that is the number here. Now you take the square root of 25,50,000. Here you know the square root of 225. What is the square root of 225? 15. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros are there. So you take in the square root, you take 2 zeros only. So here half of the zeros you have to take in the square root, and double of the zeros you have to take in the while writing the square number. So it is better to know the squares and square roots. It is squares of the numbers from 1 to 25 and square roots of the number from 1 to 625. So if you memorize 1 square equals 1 to 25 square equals 625, and also square root of 1 equals 1 to square root of 625 equals 25, or more also you can learn, you can memorize, that you can make use in finding the square roots of the bigger numbers, that is in relation with the number of zeros. There are different methods to find the square root of the perfect square numbers. One method is finding the square root through repeated subtraction, and also the other method is finding the square root through prime factorization, and also next method is finding the square root by division method. And you know that the square root of the bigger number is difficult to find by using the method of finding the square root through repeated subtraction. In that case, you can use the factorization method, and also long division method. But here in factorization method, the given number must be expressed in terms of prime factors. If it is not possible to express as a product of prime factors, then you must use the division method only. By using the division method, you can find the square root of any perfect square number. Now let us take one example here. Square root of 1444 equals how much? Here 1144, we have to find the prime factors. How will you find the prime factors? You know the divisibility test. Here which are the prime numbers? Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, so on. These are the prime numbers. They are divisible by them and 1 only. So these are the numbers which are divisible by that number and also by 1. So they are the prime numbers. They are not divisible by other than that number and 1. You know that 2 is divisible by 1 and 2. 3 is divisible by 1 and 3. 5 is divisible by 1 and 5. 7 is divisible by 1 and 7. So all these numbers are not divisible by other numbers. Here 2 is divisible by 1 and 2, but it is not divisible by other than 1 and 2. 3 is not divisible by other than 1 and 3. 5 is not divisible by other than 1 and 5. 7 is not divisible by other than 1 and 7. This type of numbers are called prime numbers. Now the first prime number is 2, and verify whether it is divisible by 2 or not. You know the divisibility test by 2. If the unit digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then you can say that that number is divisible by 2. So here there is 4. So you can say that it is divisible by 2. Then you divide it by 2. So you will get 2 7s are 14 over what is remaining here 4. 2 2s are 4 is over. Next what is remaining 4. 2 2s are. Again here there is 2. It is divisible by 2. Next divide it by 2. And you know that here there is 7. 2 3s are 6. And 7 minus 6 you will get 1. So here what is remaining 1. 1 2 means 12. 2 6 are 12, and what is here 2 only, that is 2 ones are. Now 361, you know that 361 is the square of the 19, and 19 is a prime number. If you know the square and square number, then directly you can use, that is 19 19s are. 19 is a prime number. You must know this. If you learn the square of 19 is 361. Directly you can use this and you can save the time. Then again you divide it by 19 ones. So square root of 1446 equals square root of 2 into 2 into 19 into 19. So you take one time, make the group of 2 and take one time. 2 into 9, which is equals to 38. Therefore you can say that square root of 144 is equals to 38. Here you must have the knowledge of prime numbers, and also you must know the multiplication table, and also divisibility test is to be applied here. Next number you take, square root of 9604 equals square root of 9604 equals. Again you take that number and find the prime factors of these numbers. So here you know that the unit digit is 4, so it is divisible by the first prime number 2 and divide it by 2. You will get 2 4s are 8. What is remaining here? 1. 2 4s are 8 means 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 6 means 2 8s are 16. Then 0. 2 0s are 0. 2 2s are. And again it is divisible by 2. So you divide it by 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 4s are 8. 0 1. Now here it is not divisible by 2. Again you try to divide it by 3, 5, 7 like this. So you know that the divisibility by test by 3, that is find the sum 2 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1. It is not divisible by 3 because the sum is not divisible by 3. That is sum you will get 7, and it is not divisible by 5 also, because if the unit digit is 0 or 5, then only it is divisible by 5. Then try to divide by 7 and also check the divisibility test. Use the divisibility test, but it is divisible by 7. So you know that 7 3 is a 21, 3 is remaining, 3 0, 7 4 is a 28, 2 is remaining, 2 1 means 7 3 is a, again it is divisible by 7, 7 4 is a 28, 6 is remaining, 7 9 is a 63. Again it is divisible by 7, 7 7s are, then 7 1s are. You got that square root of 9604 is equals to square root of 2 into 2 into 7 into 7 into 7 into 7, that equals, make the group of 2 and take one time and don't write the root here, that equals 2 into 7 into 7, that becomes 7 7 is 49, 2 is 98. Therefore you can write square root of 9604 is equals to 98. In this way, if it is possible to get the prime factors, then you can easily find out the square root of the given number. Sometimes you can't get the prime factors. In that case, you must use the division method only. Now let us discuss about the division method. Before that, I am going to give some numbers to find the square root of that perfect square number. So you take homework for you. First one is, you take that question, find the square root of the following square numbers. Following numbers by prime factorization method. Here factorization means that is nothing but the prime factorization. The numbers you take, first one 1764, second you take 4096, then third you take 7744, and then fourth one you take 9216. Children, it is better to learn the squares from 1 to 25 and also square root from 1 to 625. If you learn, you can easily solve the difficulty level questions. Now about the division method of finding the square root. Now let us take the same number, square root of 1444. So take that 1444 and here you have to make the group of two digits from this end. From this end to this end we have to start. That is the right to left we have to start. For the first group 44 is there and second group 14. Here in the first step what we have to do? In the first step we have to make the group of two digits and we have to place a bar over every pair of digits starting from the digits at ones place. Starting from the digits from the ones place. If the numbers of digits in it is odd, then the leftmost single digit 2 will have a bar. For example, if the number is 144, these two digits will have the bar and next only one digit will remain and we have to place the bar for that number also. So if there is odd number of digits, last bar you will keep for the single digit. So Now next you take the first group. Here after placing the bar, next what you have to take the first bar. Here under this bar 2 digits are there. Under this bar 2 digits are there. 1 digit may be also there for the first group. Now here find the nearer greatest perfect square. Find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number under the extreme left bar. Here this is the number under the extreme left bar. So we have to find the largest number. That is largest perfect square is, you know that is 9. And that is 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. Here 9 is a perfect square. It is a product. Then subtract this 9 by 14. You know that 14 minus 9 is 5. Next you take the second bar. That is 44 we have to take. Bring down the number under the next bar. Then here we have to add the same number here. 3. Then it becomes 6. Or directly you can take the double of it also. You can take the double or you can add the same number to it. Get a 3 plus 3, 6. Then here 544 is there. In that case what you have to do here, guess a largest possible digit to fill the blank, which will also become the new digit in the quotient, such that when the new divisor is multiplied to the new quotient, the product is less than or equals to the dividend. Here what you have to do? Here it is 44 and in front of 6 we have to place some digit. So you take that digit. And here you know that it is a perfect square. 1444 is a perfect square. So at the end you must get 0. So you must get the number 544 only, as it is a perfect square. Then here you know that the ending digit is 4. So 4 is there, means either you have to put 2 into 2 or 8 into 8, because you know that 8 8s are 64. Ending digit becomes 4. 2 2s are 4. In that case what happens here? 2 2s are 4, 6 2s are 12. 124 you got. It is not convenient number. Next you take this one. 8 8s are 64. 8 8s are 64. 6 here you take. 8 6 are 48. 48 plus 6 is 54. You add the number which is exactly equals to this number. So you can take 8 here. 68 into 8 equals 544, which is equals to 0. So therefore directly you can take that 38 is the square root of 1444. So you take therefore square root of 1444 equals 38. In the factorization method also you got the same number, same value you got. In the factorization method also you got that square root of 1444 is equals to 38. Now let us take the next number. Find the square root of 7921 by the division method. Then you take 7921. 7921. Here you write. Now you take the bar, start from the digit, units digit 1, 1 and 2. So the bar is for 21. Next here again you got second bar, that is for 2 digits also. Then take the first group 79 and the nearer perfect square number. Here you must buy out the square numbers. You know that 1, 4, 9, 16 and also you know that 25, then 36, 49, after that 64, 81. And here nearest perfect square to 79 is, you know, that is 64. Don't take this 81. It is greater than 79. So what we have to take? We have to take 64. So you write 64. You must know that it is a square of 8. 8 8 is 64. Then you subtract the 64 from 79. 9 minus 4 is 5. Then 7 minus 6 is 1. Then you take this group. Complete. Here you add 8. So you got 16. 8 plus 8 is 16. Now here ending digit is 1. No, it is a perfect square. So again you must get 0 here. And what will be the ending unit digit here? 16. Here 1 is there, means you can write 1 into 1, or also 1 6 9 into 9, because 9 9 is 81. Here the ending digit also 1. So you directly will get 161. And what is the product of this? 9 9 is 81. And 6 9 is 54 plus 8. 54 plus 8 is 62. And 9 1 is 9 plus 6, 1 5. So you got the exactly which is equals to this one. Now you write that 9 9. Here you write 9. Here you write 9. So you got the product 1021 and 1521, 1521, which is subtracted from each other, you got 0. Therefore you can write that, therefore square root of 7921 equals what? 89. Right? 80. Children, here is a homework for you. Find the square root of the following by division method. First one 3481, second 5776, third one 3136, fourth one 1024, fifth one 1369. Find the square root of all these numbers by using the division method. Now let us discuss about the square root of decimals. To take one example, square root of 42.25 is to be found out. Now here that is possible only by the division method. Now you consider the number 42.25. Here we have to find the square root of 42.25. We have to put bars on both integral part and decimal part. Here which is the decimal part? You know that it is 42.25. Two parts are there. This part is called the decimal part and this part is called the integral part. And here we have to put the bar for both the part, integral part and decimal part. And while putting the bars, here we have to put the bars on decimal part. That is, to put the bar for the decimal part, we have to start from the decimal point and we have to move towards right. So here we have to make the group of two digits. First put the bar for this. If there is one more digit, in that case what you have to do, you have to take one more 0 to make that bar. Here two digits must be there, that is compulsory. We start from the decimal and move towards right. First bar is over. After that second bar, if there is a single digit for the second bar, what you have to do, you have to put the 0. For example, just I have given that if there is 1, we have to put the 0 to make the pair. But here that situation is not there. So directly here there are 2 digits after the decimal point. So you can put the bar for the 25. Next here we have to start from the unit digit. And only one bar you can put, that is for 42. Again here we have to consider this group 42 nearer greater square, that is 36, 6 6 are 36. So 42 minus 36 you will get 6. Take down the next group, that is 2 pi. Here we have to put the point because this 2 pi is after the decimal point. Again same method, add this 6. 6 plus 6 becomes 12. Then here we have to take the number in front of this 12 in such a way that you must get the 625 because it is said that it is a square number. So you know that here there is 5 means you can take 125 into 5. If you take 5 in front of 12 and if it is multiplied by 5, you will get 5 5s are 25 and 5 2s are 10 plus 2 12, 1 carrying, 5 1s are 5 plus 1 6. So it is 125 into 5 which is equals to 625. So what is the square root of 42.25? That is 6.5. So you write therefore square root of 42.25 is 6.5. Here one thing you can observe, if there are 2 digits after the decimal point, in its square root you will get 1 digit after the decimal point. That is very important that you have to notice here. Children, here is a homework for you. Find the square root of the following. These are the decimal numbers. Find the square root of 7.29 and find the square root of 51.84, that is by division method.